Hey!
B?
So I just want to preface first and foremost to those watching the podcast. By the way, you guys are watching and or listening to DangIT Prodcast, episode 282.
Crazy.
My name is Justin.
I'm Gabe.
And I just wanted to preface that what's going on with the camcorder right now, it's a little bit low framed, and I don't know why.
I just noticed that.
Because earlier this morning, when I was trying to do like a Google Hangout with the same setup, all of a sudden my face cam just like turned off, and I'm just having a little bit of problems turning it back on. And I finally got to it, but this is kind of what I have to deal with for the meantime. So yeah, just wanted to give preface to that. Otherwise, we'll just start the podcast formally after the intro. Gabe, how have you been?
I have been sad.
Okay. Did you want to talk about that? Or did you want to just briefly
I can talk about it later.
Okay.
Did we do the intro?
Well, I did it kind of weirdly.
You
did the podcast intro, and then I just said, by the way, you're watching and listening, and then I introduced our names.
Did you introduce our names?
Yeah, we just went over that. You habitually just said, I'm Gabe, after, as like, a stimulus.
What? That's
Yeah,
crazy.
So the fact that you didn't even know that we kind of like already said the intro and everything just goes to show how often we do this. It's so automatic to your head. You didn't even think about saying I'm Gabe.
It didn't fucking register in my mind at all. That's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Post edit Justin. Roll back the clip.
I don't think so.
Aw. I was hoping to make this the one edited podcast just so it can confirm what everybody already knows.
Well, I haven't been posting a lot of the podcasts like in post, and I don't know if I want to do that later or if I want to just keep it like, we're just keeping people like informed. You have to stay you have to tune in live or something like that.
But then how do I watch them?
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
I'll probably upload it later. I just
All right.
am a little too lazy for it.
Nice.
I've just been focusing on all the other postings for Dang Plays and reacting a little bit. I still need to get my hair out. Oh my god, this week has been weird because things are popping up. Like, I think the Sonic trailer came out that same week, so I have to drop everything. I have to film that. And I believe that's when this guy came in. This was the GoPro Hero Max, so I've been playing with that for one of the days, and then something did happen. I just don't remember what. Oh yeah, XO19.
Mm-hmm.
I did want to talk about that briefly too, but is there anything you'd want to bring up this week that isn't on our topics list?
Well, for those of you that were listening like a minute ago, I am very sad at the moment. Mm-hmm. Anyone who was in our Discord like 2 weeks ago, Miranda, she enlisted in the Navy, and this Wednesday she actually was shipped off to boot camp, and so I miss her a lot. We spent pretty much the entirety of this month leading into her leaving talking damn near 24/7.
Wow.
Like, I would call her in the morning, and we would stay on the phone the whole day.
Wow.
At some point in the middle, we'd probably we'd hang up and then redial again, and then stay on the phone as we slept.
Wow.
Wake up and fucking just constantly up until the day that she finally left. And so I'm having mad withdrawals.
Oh, man.
And I am sad.
How does she feel?
She was excited to go. I was excited as well. It wasn't the day of that all the emotions came out. It was the night before, because she had to stay. She had to stay in a hotel, where all the would-be military folk stayed at, and so she had to be in bed and sleep at 10 o'clock. And so as 9:30, 9:40 rolled around, we were having our final talk, our final conversation, and it got emotional. I was sad.
Yeah, for sure.
I cried. She cried. We were crying in the lobby. People were staring. But, yeah. And so the following morning, woke up, Went down to the DoD MEPS in San Diego and bid her farewell.
Okay.
And it didn't hit me until last night. I was listening to music and I was like, I'm so sad. But I'm feeling better now. But I'll probably be sad. I'm probably going to be sad like the next few nights just because I have no one to talk to and I'm alone.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's especially after you guys were talking like so much.
Mm-hmm.
Was that like throughout the past few weeks, or did you just say past week?
Like the entirety of this month.
Okay, that explains a lot.
Like, I could show you.
Your call log.
Yeah. So, let's see.
Mark says, damn near expect you to go military. What inspired that? To be honest, I don't know. When I asked Gabe, he didn't really quite have the semblance. It came out of nowhere for him, too. But,
yes, it did. It is what it is, and I'm happy for her.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, like 12 hours, 15 hours, 11 hours, 7 hours, 24 hours, 2.5, 3.5, 16, 16, 16, and then missed calls. But yeah,
Wow.
if we weren't on the phone, we were hanging out,
Oh, okay.
and so that was just like the past like 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But she said that since she was in high school that she wanted to be in the Navy and all that. That she wanted to do something like that, but she kind of like lost her drive and whatnot, and then with the county job beating her down and all that, she took it kind of as both an escape and as a hope to kind of like build herself back up.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so that's what that is. I'm happy for her. I'm proud that she's doing it. Yada yada yada. I'm sad.
TLDR, I'm sad.
Yeah.
Remember that scene in Into the Spider-Verse with Peter in the shower? And that's not where I'm at right now.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm right about there. Just crying in the showers. She's not exactly from a military family. Her dad is he's a sheriff. Well, her father is a sheriff. Her uncle was in the military. I'm not sure what branch, but he was in the military. But no, there's not a lot of
Not like a strong family.
Yeah, there's not a big tradition for it. She's just kind of doing it on her own.
Right.
Kind of like me. There's like no tradition for it in my family. My grandpa and my aunt were sheriffs. I have an uncle who's in the army. My brother-in-law was in the army. His family has like, his brothers have like military ties and all that. But
never really affected you.
Yeah, I don't really have military ties all that much.
Mm-hmm. JC Pebble
it is
says
what it
hello.
is.
Yeah. Well, it's still nice that she has decided to make that little step forward. I had no idea that her county job was really beating her down that much to the point where she needed to really think back and really reassess herself by maybe just going to the army just to figure herself out.
Yeah, the county job was killing her.
Mm-hmm.
It was making me sad how much it was hurting her to work there.
Yeah. But I do hope for the best for her.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sure everyone else wishes that as well. And would you happen to know the next time we'd possibly ever see her?
She graduates basic in like early to mid-January. And then she has 5 months of A school in Maryland. So
Okay.
we'll probably see her back around like this time next year.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also, one thing I want to bring to your attention.
Okay.
I'm attempting to enlist again.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm waiting for her to finish basic, that I could see her for her graduation on that. But as she's in A school, I'm going to try and work on my enlistment process.
Mm-hmm. You tried to join the Marines previously, but then there was something that kind of like held you back for that.
Yeah, back in 2013, I attempted. My astigmatism gave me a temporary medical disqualification. I don't remember the exact details of like whether it was too bad, so sad, you're like fucking
Right.
Steve Rogers disqualified, or if it was like get it assessed to see how bad it is, or get it corrected. I don't remember the extent of what it was that needed to be fixed. But my current recruiters are looking into that. They said they'll have information on that next Monday or Tuesday.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's cool.
Also, to help settle down Mark, the Marines will whip my ass. But it's not any worse than anything I've ever experienced in my life. Like, the worst that they'll do is hit me with tear gas. That's about it.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm glad that was something that wasn't a permanent thing in your life, and now you're deciding to go back into that again.
Mm-hmm.
So that's really cool.
Yeah, I think what happened was they just said, like, get it assessed or whatever, but as I was doing that, I lost steam, and with everyone in the house telling me, just get a job, forget it, it just kind of battered me down and just made me give up.
Oh, I see. Oh, what about the other job for the county?
I'm still getting interviews, still no fucking final word on anything.
What the hell? Okay. Yeah, like, you think you'd get something like by like maybe at the very least the following month after
I've had 9 interviews.
9 interviews.
Yeah.
All for different jobs, or just generally like
all OA2, just in different departments. I swear I've interviewed for every department in the city or in the county.
Oh my God.
Shy of, I think, your department.
Oh, I see. It's like, no, I don't want to touch that. But yeah, as far as things happening in my week, everything is pretty much just listed here on the topics list, but generally everything's all right. Just kind of the same thing as usual. It's just I am kind of trying to pick myself up with editing a lot of the videos, like DangIT Plays and reacting, but just things start coming up like every day, like this past week. So it's just a little bit slower. So
Busy week.
Yeah, busy week. So, and that doesn't even like count for like what's going on with podcasting. I should release the recorded podcast episodes. I just haven't for a while. And yeah. Let me just go ahead and jump onto one of the topics here. This is actually like early like this past week, but I saw it on Instagram and showed what was it red and green throwing hands at each other? Yeah, that was actually a manga, but it's a fan-made manga called Festival of Champions, and it just pretty much I guess starts at like the Pokemon League, but it's just dubbed Festival of Champions, and then
I have seen that. Okay.
Yeah, and so it kind of deals with like the 3 characters, red, green, and blue, as they all 3 participate in the Pokemon League, while at the same time tinkering a little bit of flashbacks here and there as to like why are they like this now. Like Gary's is like a major asshole, like even more so than he was in the anime, even more so than he was in the game. He's really a really big asshole, but there's a reason why for it, which you find out later on in the chapters. There's only like 19 of them, so the fact that it's up to that tier of quality where it really makes you think like, well, this isn't just a child's game. It's actually legitimate stuff, like including death and just morality, and especially the stuff going on with Team Rocket and Giovanni. But yeah.
Do they finally have guns? Guns would help out a lot when you're trying to steal Pokemon.
I haven't seen that quite yet. I don't think so. I think they're going to be pretty lenient on that.
I mean, Clint Eastwood had a gun in Pokemon. Why can't they?
He did have a gun.
He was gonna fucking ice Ash too.
Put Ash on blast.
Right? Fucking dome his ass from point blank.
Dad Ash. Damn. I ain't going nowhere. But yeah, it's really good. All you gotta do is just look it up, Festival of Champions, and you'll eventually find it. Meanwhile, another thing I really want to recommend to people because I love the soundtrack. Dr. Stone, the anime, actually released their their soundtrack on Spotify and probably other listening or not Apple Stream, but music streaming applications. And it's kind of weird because you think about what would you make for a show that's kind of just set in a primitive like timeline in the future.
Techno.
It would be. You could try techno. I can't really see that, but I mean they use like regular instruments like piano and like guitars here and there. They use sax.
From the future,
so
and I'm from the past.
I'm Spongar. You can run,
but no can hide.
But yeah, I just really recommend it because it's a blend of just like really like upbeat music, because it is just to follow the upbringing of our characters, but also it can be really nature focused, where it's a lot of methodical like thinking that could be placed with the music playing in the background. It's just super cool. So something you can even like play with like when you're working. So yeah, I did want to bring this up in regards to YouTube, because it's changed quite a bit. It's about the new upload feature. So of course you have like your usual like way of like uploading videos and whatnot.
You hit the arrow button.
Right. But now they have like a little separate little button that says like, oh, you want to try out our new method of like uploading this, and it's all to help with a certain thing that we all as YouTubers have to comply with. And that is called the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act. Essentially, it's just to make sure your kids watch like safe content. So like in the front of your videos, you can just mark down saying like, is this like safe for kids? And you can say yes or no. It won't really affect you like as far as like ads, the ability to like display ads. It won't be geared towards kids. And I'm guessing that's based on preemptive settings set up by parents. So your stuff probably won't show up for them, but otherwise you'll still have like ads displayed for you. It's just a little extra little thing, which I think is a pretty good thing. I know there was a little bit in time where, and I'm pretty sure it's still going on, where kids would just find like really creepy stuff. You know, the whole thing with like Elsa and Spider-Man? Yeah, something like that. We're trying to prevent that.
Nice. About damn time.
And okay, so I did want to talk about XO 19. It was kind of disappointing.
Was it?
Yeah, I mean, like, this is literally what I have written down over the course of probably like an hour and a half to 2 hours worth of like stuff happening. The first thing was like an Aqua brush controller, which actually looks kind of nice. These are two games right here from like both their companies. Rare has a new thing called Everwild.
Nice.
We don't know too much about that one. They just kind of show a lot of visuals. Obsidian has Grounded, and I believe that is a...
Is that the controller?
Yes, it is.
Nice.
Think for Obsidian's Grounded, think of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but a video game.
Oh, cool. Mini people.
Yeah, and I guess it's some kind of like survival-esque type of game, so multiplayer game, so that's kind of interesting.
It's the new Ark, Mark. But instead of dinosaurs, it's just big-ass animals.
And baseballs.
Dude, could you imagine you're just, like, waltzing through your base and whatnot, and a stray fucking baseball comes and bulldozes you and your base?
But at that point, it's like part Ant-Man, the whole developing as far as Scott, where you're just dealing with ants. Except you don't get to pet them like he does.
You know what I want? If they're going to do that, I want that game to be, like, in the same universe as, like, a baseball game. And it just absolutely pinpoints an exact location on the field. Where, like, okay, that's where you're set up. If somebody runs over that or a ball hits there or anything happens, it's your ass. You're getting stepped on.
Oh my god. And also another thing, they are bringing like almost all the Final Fantasy games onto Game Pass, so that's really cool. And what was surprising was that they're bringing a lot of the HD Kingdom Hearts games over to Xbox, even though we thought that there was like contracts involved that wouldn't allow for it.
When you walk away.
Yeah, you can hear it, but on the Xbox this time. And just in time for Miranda to leave.
Yep.
You're going to tell her that news, and then all of a sudden she flies all the way back. Gabe, I quit. Well, why? So I can play on your Xbox.
Reminds me, I finally got my Xbox back.
Oh, nice. Wait. You just got it? Wait. So, oh wait, you were playing on different. Okay, yeah.
I was playing on Anthony's.
Oh, okay. Because, well, there are a lot of Xboxes in your house, so
There are
4.
2 Xbox Ones, 1 Xbox One X, and 1 Xbox 360.
Okay. The Xbox family. Would you ever consider switch to another platform?
I'll probably switch over to the Scarlet when it comes out.
Okay. Still an Xbox.
I have a PlayStation 3. I just don't have a lot of games for it.
Right.
And then I don't see me buying a PlayStation 4, considering the 5 is coming out soon.
It's true.
And I might buy a 4 if Last of Us 2 isn't on the 5.
Okay.
But the 5's backwards compatible, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, then fuck the 4.
Let's go 5.
Yeah. I know how to count. 1, 2, 3, 5.
No, PlayStation 4. I don't never heard of that. Just PlayStation 3 and 5. I'll probably get the PlayStation 5 too. So, depending on timing, maybe I can pass this down to you. Maybe. We'll see.
For what?
Pass this one down to you.
Yeah, because I have a nice old 3. I'll have your old 4. And then I'll have my own 5.
And I have my own 5. And I won't be absolutely cluttered in this room with consoles. Because it's going to happen.
I'll just stack my consoles.
I mean, I could have done that, yeah.
I mean, I have my TV stacked on my Xbox.
You do. You know, I see a lot of, I know, what, you got that, one small size 19-inch, for, $100 or something like that?
Yeah, after tax it was like $90-something.
But then I'm starting to see a lot more often, slightly bigger ones for 100. So it's man.
I was at Walmart the other day and I saw a 24-inch, I want to say.
Oh, okay.
For like $120. And I was like, I could do it.
I could do it. But
alas, it won't fit on my Xbox.
It won't fit perfectly.
Yeah.
At that point, the size of that display is almost like one of those carry-on Xbox systems.
Yeah, those latch-on displays for an Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
I want one. I had one for the original Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
That thing was cool. Because I had all the games.
I've definitely thought about that a lot. And then the Switch came out, so I was like, okay, that's fine. Speaking of Switch, great segue.
Great segue.
Pokemon. It came out yesterday.
Nice.
Took me a while. I did play it the night before, but it was super cool.
Mm-hmm.
It feels so different because aside from the presentation, which is I think it's mind-boggling, just how well things are portrayed, character animation, facial
expressions. Does it not
expressions.
look like ass like it did in all of the trailers and all that?
Right. It doesn't look like ass, but or it doesn't look like Ash, that Ash. But aside from that, the biggest thing that draws me in is the wild areas for sure, because I was here thinking oh, it's just the size of a gymnasium, right? But then you just kept walking. And at a certain point, everyone else is over leveled. You can't do anything about it, so you're just well, I gotta go back to town. Cause the wild area, it's really, really big.
It really is just wild.
Yeah, once you enter in, from the station, you have this large field and there's a lake in the center, and then there's the town over there. But then on the corner over there, there's more wild area, and it branches all the way over to the next town over. The problem is at this point, everyone's level 30. So you're your teen Pokemon are I don't know about this. I don't want to.
So what I'm hearing is you can grind your ass like crazy and just walk to the end of the game just through the wilds.
Not to the end of the game, but just at the end of that very long end wild area.
I was hoping the wilds were just the barrier to break through, and you could walk your ass all the way to the end. You just have to have your level 99 Pikachu.
Right? Oh man, I had some pretty fun experiences just last night just playing it. There are those higher level Pokemon that just kind of pop out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And I mean, I pulled in with Grookey trying to fight this level 26 Onyx. I was like, all right, we got this. This is rocking ground. He's ready to lift. Psh. He's a Pokédoll. We're running. Go, 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 go. It's so stupid.
All that for a drop of blood.
For a drop of blood, exactly. And then there was this Ninjask that I wanted to capture. It was level 15. I was like level 12 Pokemon. But it ate away all my Pokeballs. So I ran out of them. So I had to force myself to walk out at the very end to buy more and come back in.
So does it have Pokemon balling, or is it like Pokemon Go Pokeballing?
It's regular Pokemon Pokeballing.
All right.
Yeah.
So just hold A and down?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But I think they're kind of mean about that too, because at a certain point, like I realized, like, oh wait, these are like level 7 3s in the very beginning. I just throw Pokeballs with their health filled up, and it's like, okay, we're good. And then once you reach level 10 Pokemon, you throw a Pokeball with them full health, not even a shake, they pop out. I'm like, all right, let's go fight.
So we're doing it this way, are we? So we just start drop kicking them.
Yeah. But there's some pretty like overleveled Pokemon like at the beginning that you can face. Like, I think someone mentioned that one of the Tarantula Pokemon are like level 40. So it's like, no, I can't touch that. I cannot. But yeah, you pretty much can train it up all the way to your start evolving to like its final stage.
Nice.
That's how like much grinding you can do for it. But sorry to dodge Jacory Brown's questions. He was asking about the Pokemon team that I got going on. It's all just new generation. It's all 8th generation teams. Otherwise, I would have caved in and went with other ones. I haven't seen Growlithe yet.
Mark did.
Okay, cool. Otherwise, I would have went with him. There's a 3rd stage like fighting type Pokemon that's a little with on the off center over there, so it's probably too over level. Otherwise, I'd still get it.
Yeah.
And other than that, there was a Gyarados and just other like evolved type Pokemon. There was a Kingler. I would have caught Butterfree, but that thing was just like hanging from the ceiling, so I couldn't do anything.
So apparently, this is Ibrahim's first Pokemon game.
Yes, it is, and it's what an intro to this one that it is, because it's completely like new with that wild area,
and also huge controversy due to the lack of the national dex.
Yes, so I don't know how I feel about that per se still, because as far as I know, the Pokemon that matters, which is Diggersby, is in the game.
Okay. That Diggersby though.
Although I need to see if Ditto's in the game. That's important too. Breed the hell out of your starters and give them to me.
Not only that, we got, what's it called? Growlithe.
Yes.
So there's not much else you could want in a Pokemon game.
Yeah, you're pretty much set to go. I mean, yeah, that's it. Although I think the other two like Gen 1 starters are unavailable versus Charmander, which, yeah, it's Growlithe.
Oh, so they went with the number 2 strongest starter instead of the number 1 strongest starter.
Do we have an agreement on that? Because I think someone was telling. I think it was Mark last time in the podcast. He was saying that I mean, Charizard is actually kind of the weakest out of all of them.
I thought he was the weakest, but I wasn't 100% sure. I just knew that Ivysaur or Venusaur was the strongest.
Venusaur has like better
like
strat.
in the meta.
Yeah, I think Venusaur has like better strat or stats like spread out throughout, but I think consistently Blastoise is the one to like overcome because he has all that defense.
I was like, yeah, in the meta, Charizard's a bitch.
Diggersby though.
That Diggersby though.
He'll reach all the way in the back. But Mark was saying earning XP actually gives you your other Pokemon a chance in this one instead of just maining your starter, so Silver Lining. Oh yeah, that is true. The experience share is kind of an automatic thing. I didn't even check if there was an option to turn it off, but essentially, once you start growing a team, like they all earn experience, even when you catch Pokemon too. And I think that was also the case in Pokemon Let's Go. But yeah, you have the ability to earn experiences. In fact, I would say you get more experience capturing Pokemon than just beating the hell out of them. But like, why wouldn't you? So it's interesting. I think they're pretty gracious with experience giving this time around, just so you're not spending too much time grinding. But if you want to, you're going to get some really good results. But otherwise, yeah, I think I'm trying to think back, and actually I don't even need to think back. I can just pull it up right here. As far as my team. Shut the fuck up. All right, let me see. All right, so we got leading Yamper, that's the electric little dog. Nick Kick, that's the fox in this generation. Rookie D.
All right.
Thwacky. That's what he's called. Thwack. Choodle. Think of him as Squirtle, but like with buck teeth.
All right.
And Wooloo.
Ooh.
He's your defensive boy. But yeah, all Gen 8 I wanted to focus on to see like how good they were and just have a generally new team. And then here and there I've been using like their online system just to do like surprise trades, and found some results. I got like a Vulpix out of one of them, but otherwise it's kind of like everyone just throwing in wild Pokemon just out of the blue, which I guess it's okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
so by the looks of this like weird ass chart,
Okay.
Charizard is like way the worst.
Oh, so it's a tier list over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it goes by generation, so
Oh,
that's the
okay.
generation 1 all the way on the left.
And then, oh, okay.
With Venusaur beating out Blastoise.
Oh, I'll say that's pretty close though.
Yeah.
But Charizard's like,
He is the second worst. The only one that beats him in terms of being shit is Pikachu.
but then when you like give Pikachu that light ball, then tables get turned. All of a sudden, Pikachu's like, it's up there.
So I'm looking at this.
What about the Galare forms? Asked Corey Brown. Oh yeah. I guess I would be interested in those. It's just at that point I only have like 6 spaces available, so they would have to effectively replace like one of the Pokemon I got, which I have like a pretty like wide variety. And actually, you know what? I have to give praise to Pokemon in this one because they actually allow you to have an ice type early on. What feels like in other generations, it's like, wait until you get like 4 badges or onwards. But here it's like, okay, go in the wild area. You're okay. We got snow runs. You want that icicle like ice cream one? We got it right here. And there was another one. But yeah, pretty much they got like ice types too. What's also really interesting about the wild area is that the terrain changes too, as well as the weather. Like it's snowing in one area and it's raining like the moment you walk in, and then it's just pure nighttime, like, or just clear skies. It's weird. Like weather shouldn't be like that.
Oh, so I'm looking at this, and in every generation, so 1 through 7, Pikachu was the worst.
Okay.
He was the worst in 1. Other than Wobbuffet, and I can't read who the other one is. Pikachu was the worst.
Okay.
Pikachu was the worst in Gen 3. Charizard was the worst in Gen 4 and 5.
Mm-hmm.
And then Pikachu took his crown of being the worst in 6 and 7.
Good job, Pikachu.
But the biggest fall from grace goes to Wobbuffet, who in Gen 3 and 4 was on a ban list.
Awesome.
And then come Gen 7, only just beat out Pikachu for being second worst.
Damn, Wobbuffet. Like, I feel sorry. Tyrone joined in the chat. Hello. Finished the game? I have not. Right now I'm just kind of like playing through it just regularly, just so I get my fill, but also see what I can do to make kind of like a Nuzlocke type of run.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't contacted David about that, but whether or not I have someone joining me with that, at least I'll be well equipped as far as what I need to do as far as set up the rules.
What is Nuzlocke?
Nuzlocke
I
is.
remember you explained it once before.
Yeah, so with Nuzlocke, you're very well restricted to a lot of the conveniences that you have. One of those is being able to capture whatever you want. So
Okay.
for each route, in this case in the wild area, each like subsection, which you see like little text on the bottom right showing where you are.
Okay.
You're allowed one Pokemon, one encounter. If you have that Pokemon like in your party already, you can skip it and just wait for the next encounter in that same area. Otherwise,
so it's first found in each section unless already owned.
Right. And of course, when your Pokemon faints, they're technically dead. So you will have to either box them and or just release them.
You have to release them.
Yeah, to release them.
Boxing them was too tempting.
It's too tempting, right?
And then I think you sent a thing where you could access the box anywhere.
Yes, you can access the box anywhere. So it's easy to like put them in and then release them.
Let's get on! Get out of here! Go!
There's also different things you can do. Like I remember hearing about Wonderlock run, which was introduced in X and Y, where you can just trade randomly. Has the same feature in this one too. So you can actually just buy a bunch of Pokemon in each route and then just trade them randomly. So whatever you get right there is what you got. So that'd be really interesting to see too.
Nice. So, have you come across any of those runs that people do where it's like, oh, can't use the Pokemon Center?
I haven't seen that yet, but man, because if it isn't HP and whatnot or SAS defects, you have to work with the PPs.
Yep.
Like you can't.
Aren't there items that like restore that?
Yeah, but not if anything too far in between.
Nice.
Otherwise, I never see those.
Can you not buy them in stores?
I'm pretty sure you could buy them in stores for sure.
Fine.
You're fine. It's okay. It's just you lose your entire allowance, but you'll be all right.
Yeah. You just have to knuckle through until you get to the point where you can just battle people and get infinite money.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm wondering if I could just like, because that's the only thing I'm missing with the wild area is just like a nice way to continually earn cash so I can spend more on Pokeballs.
Yeah. Because you could level up fighting Pokemon, but
Sure.
eventually you're running out of money buying all them like full restores and whatnot.
Unless you make trips, but at the same time, there's the PPs.
Because you can just struggle your way through.
Oh, you're right. Struggle.
Like you can just struggle your way through and just buy all the healing.
Yeah.
Level 99 struggle.
I mean, I don't remember the base power. It's like 50 or even 90. But of course, there's recoil into it. Of course, I got strap and recoil.
Yeah.
Reminds me of the time where I tried to catch like a Beldum in Diamond and Pearl, and the Beldum like evolutionary line, they have the same rarity as like a legendary Pokemon, so it's very, very, very low catch rate to the point where it's like even though I had a Ghost type leading, while it tried to use normal type moves on me, it ended up using Struggle and finished itself off, and I was like so sad.
What Pokemon was this?
It's a Beldum. Metagross evolution.
Oh.
Or pre-evolution.
Oh.
Beldum.
Looks like a bullet.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if that's their idea because it is steel type and psychic. But I don't know. I like that. Oh, yeah. They do have a Tyranitar in the game. So you're not really missing out a lot. But yeah. I haven't done too much of the cooking, though, as Mark was talking about making curries and stuff like that. I think that's where I saw a lot of the animation improvement, was just seeing your character actually slowly take a bite and then seeing them react to it.
Why is Metang such a shit Pokemon?
Because it's the middle evolution.
Yeah, it's such a dumb design.
It is what it is, I guess. Because I look at all the starters this generation as far as their second evolution, and Thwackey, as much as I love that name, isn't really too inspiring in that second evolution. And we don't talk about Sobble's little middle evolution. We could talk about Score Bunnies, but essentially he's becoming like a young teenager as far as like his look.
So I've been trying to like find pictures of their evolutions, and like nothing was ever good. Is that it? Is that how it ends?
Yeah, that's Grookey's final evolution. It's kind of crazy.
I like it.
Yeah.
He went full fucking rock band.
Mm-hmm. He went Jason Momoa.
Advertisement.
So that's middle. See how he kind of looks like... He looks like a Naruto character. We're looking at the Scorbunny's middle evolution. And that's kind of okay. Kind of reminds me of some kind of Power Ranger.
A little, I guess.
Just needs to do a pose. Do a Sentai pose.
Looks like a full on. It looks like a full on furry costume with a backpack.
I can agree with the backpack, but I don't want to encourage people to think.
They're going to.
Sable kind of goes through a phase. You already know what's the final evolution for Sable.
I hate it. I hate it so much.
Here's some of the other Pokemon.
Weird.
And the bird is kind of cool. I think it becomes Corviknight. Yeah, it does.
That's awesome.
He's Skarmory, but cooler.
Yeah.
Skarmory.
The edgery.
The cooler Skarmory.
Oh, man.
Oh, have you watched that one video from Jaden Animation?
Her Nuzlocke thing?
Her Nuzlocke thing.
I've not.
She has shown a little bit where, like, of her kind of going about, like, one of the areas to capture Pokemon. And it totally hit me because there's an area where you fight either the Spinda or find the Skarmory, which is, like, a low chance rate. So she illustrated it by throwing a Pokeball at what seemed to be a Skarmory, but it was just a pile of snow revealing a Spinda.
I'll give it a check.
Just like, that's terrible. But that was a really cool little bit. I don't remember what I was going to look up. Oh, yeah. Because Mark brought up Gigantamax Tyranitar looked like Godzilla. So I was like...
Gigantamax Tyranitar. What has Pokemon turned into?
Mm-hmm, sure did. Oh, man. Let me see. Giganta...
Yo.
Okay, you got it. Oh! Woo!
He just has like a burning aura around him.
Oh yeah, there is a Mega Tyranitar. I forgot about that. That thing's wild. Looks like a land starfish. And now it looks a little bit more proper, like how it ought to be. Tyrogue got scared the fuck out of me. Literally ran into me. Oh yeah, there are Tyrogues in the wild area.
The fuck is Tyrogue?
It's the pre-evolution to Hitmonchan, Hitmonlee, Hitmontop.
Oh, that bastard.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mark told the story how he fucking ran up to him and fucking grabbed him by the ankle. Said, come here. Dude, he's ready to fucking take a shot on you.
Oh yeah. What's it? Come on, Grapple Lock. Don't know that one. I'm going for Grookey and renaming him to Harambe.
Grab locked Mucha Lucha Squid.
Mucha Lucha Squid. Whoa. Listen, I'm just waiting for the chair Pokemon. What are you going on about about a Mucha Lucha Squid? But yeah, that's pretty much it. I actually been really enjoying the game.
Bruh.
I just haven't really been. Oh my god!
It really is a luchador squid. Ha ha!
I have you now.
I don't know how well that'll show, but ha ha!
He's so proud of himself.
Dude, his evil plan worked. Why wouldn't he be?
Or Sobble renaming it to Depression.
So, my question is...
Okay.
Are there enough luchador-themed Pokemon to make a squad out of it?
Not that I know of. I only know of... I mean, if you can... with Makuhita and Hariyama, they're kind of like sumo-type Pokemon,
Yeah.
so I'm not sure if that would really fit in. Maybe if you gave, like, Hariyama maybe like a mask, maybe that would work, but there is a Halucha, which is a 6th generation. That's a burb. So, as far as I know, there's only 2.
That's plenty.
I mean, double battle, you got it.
I love it.
I wonder if Scrafty could be considered one, but maybe not. He's also in the game too. I remember that.
Halucha is very special in the fact that there is no other flying fighting.
It's true. I mean, that seems like counterintuitive.
To get punched by a bird.
To get body slammed by a bird. The final form of Scorbunny looks like a person in a furry costume. Right. Let's see. Oh, one of my favorites, says Mark, in this generation is Colossal. He's like Aggron in this generation. I like Aggron, except for the fact that his dual typing makes him like absolutely crippled by fighting and ground attacks. Otherwise, yeah, I love Aggron. But I don't know. Like, have you seen the entire Pokédex? I guess
I have not. However, I searched up Colossal Pokemon, and I got Regigigas.
Yeah, I mean, like, he is the Colossal Pokemon. Doesn't quite have the legendary title as Arcanine, but Colossal has some kind of merit to it.
Well, I expect him to be like 40, 50 feet tall.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, there are the raid battles as well, as I'm kind of looking through Twitter, and oh god, there's the Gigantamax Wailord.
Oh, the Gigantamax Wailord.
Forgot about that. I mean, you don't... Okay.
Have you seen that, like, little comic about it?
Yeah.
Oh, Wailord. Gigamax.
He's very much so visible on Earth. From space.
Oh, Gen 8 Pokedex.
I guess I can have a Pokemon the size of, like, 4 sea liners.
Jesus.
Is that alright?
How fucking big would that be, dude?
It's probably even bigger than that, actually.
Even bigger than how fucking big?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, but that is another game we still need to catch up on. And that was just Death Stranding. I'm currently just soloing Luigi's Mansion 3.
Aye.
And that's been really
that.
Yeah, that's been really cool. And then you and I can still continue to do Death Stranding.
Aye.
Or should we say watching Death Stranding?
Walking Simulator 2019.
Yeah. With a little bit of balance involved.
Fucking balancing. Inteleon. Why? What a stupid fucking Pokemon. His final evolution.
Oh my god. Well,
just looks like an edgy teen trying to be edgy.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm just gonna say I feel bad for the water starters this time around. The only time I ever like dipped into like water generation was Piplup, and then I just proceed to go back to grass starters. Well, on the upside, Scorbunny remains just a singular typing throughout his generation lining. Actually, all 3 of them do. So no dual typing whatsoever.
No firefighting this year?
No firefighting. It's just fire. But if you want...
Surely you mean fire water.
No, just fire. Like maybe like fire flying? No. Fire ground? No, just fire.
This game is weird.
But what was I gonna say? No, it's totally fine. Even though like Scorbunny does learn a fighting move here and there, I guess they get the pass because it's not firefighting. However, if you want dual typing, you can always go for Charizard and Gigantamax it and make it into a fire type.
I just want one Pokemon to be dual typed as one. I want a JoJo reference fighting.
I remember looking back, was there a Pokemon that we looked at that was like a dual? It wasn't really, but we assumed it was like the same typing.
I can't.
Oh yeah, we just talked about fighting type starters.
Yeah, the fighting starters. Sabo's second evolution is Persona 3 protagonist.
Probably, yeah.
He actually looks like a character from Persona.
I feel like Sabo's final evolution looks like its own stand or a persona. Actually, you know what?
Yeah, Sabo looks like that thing from Persona 5.
He looks like Morgana from Persona 5. Yee.
Is that the name of it?
Yeah. Let's see. I was gonna look up. Oh yeah, I was really curious though with because the evolution line. What kind of moves does Sabo learn?
Cry.
That's Rain Dance.
Nah.
But it cries as for its animation.
Nah. It's just cry. Realizes how fucking worthless it is.
First move is cry. Second one is a river. Okay. All right. Let's see if I wonder if Bulbapedia has. Okay, yeah, it does. Because now I really want to know. What is your purpose? So at level 17, it learns Tearful Look.
I told you, dude, just cry.
Holy shit. Oh my god. Hold on. Intelligent has to learn something. Show me the goods. Snapshot? Oh, actually, that does sound kind of cool. It still has Tearful Look. Evolution, it will learn that. It does learn Hydro Pump, so okay, all right. What fucking Tearful Look? What even is that? Okay, and I guess it's not specific to just Inteleon. Non-damaging normal type move. What does it do? Lowers the target's attack and special attack by 1 stage each. It will always hit. Okay.
Dude, Drizzile is such a shit Pokemon that when I looked up Drizzile, it auto-corrected it to Drizzle even after I put Drizzile Pokemon. And after I even retyped it as Drizzile Pokemon, it still gave Drizzle.
Damn. That sucks. Until I learned Suck It Up. Oh, you know what? I need to highlight this one squirrel Pokemon. It's called, I don't even know how to pronounce it. Squovet. Literally, its evolution looks like a fucking Disney character. Oh, I don't know if I can get a look at it from here, but we can probably open up and see.
Greedent
Pokemon. Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's a Disney character.
That's a Disney character.
Look at this. But I loved it. I came across it when I was shaking berry trees, and then it just popped out of nowhere at level 26. I was like, oh my god, he evolved into that? I can't believe it. What does Greedent learn? Learns Bullet Seed? Huh, I get it. It learns Belch. What the hell? Pokemon, don't ever change. Except maybe keep Mega Evolutions and keep it at that. Just asking for a friend.
So, on top of that, never, ever, ever
Okay.
look up female Pokemon characters.
Yes. Yeah.
You'll get 3 good ones, and then it quickly devolves.
It's funny because in the beginning of the game, she kind of there's something about her in the sense that there's something wrong with her, as far as just her upbringing, but it's always hinted at. And at a certain point, your rival is man, adults have it rough, huh? Too. Adults have their own problems. I was like, damn, Hop, you right. Sonya over there is probably worried about other things more so than we do.
33.
Really? 33?
It took 33 images.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Whoa. Maybe she's like that because she's self-aware.
33 images. It is not a long scroll. And there. It devolved so fast.
Devolved into... Ugh.
Also, people work fast.
Nice. Minecraft skins. Oh, okay, I actually never really did look at the stat spread for all the Pokemon.
All the Pokemons?
Yes. Looks like Grookey's got a pretty good stat line later on, so nice.
Nice.
Really optimized on I will hit you with this wood hammer. And I think Scorbunny's a little bit more on the speeds type. I'll look at all this and then I'll be done with the podcast. I swear. Okay, mid-maxing attack and speed for was it Cinderance? And Inteleon, what you got? Please tell me at the very least you got speed. Okay, you got speed and special attack. All right, still it's viable. Inteleon is a viable Pokemon.
All right, so I don't know if like the hype train had finally like devolved on it, but I'm over 100 images in, and so far nothing with Nessa. There's been like a bit of fan art, but nothing to where it's like, yeah, I can't go home. Yes.
Oh, the Whale Lord comic.
Oh, the Gigamax Wailord comic. All right, so we're good?
Yeah, I think we're pretty much good. I think what we're going to be working on today is if it's not Death Stranding, then we'll just do our My Hero thing and Rubes. And we'll see from there.
Rubes, Hero, Death Stranding.
Okay. In that case, we'll end it here. So thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. # bye, everyone.
I say
Yes.
we get lunch.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to suggest that.